What's going on, y'all? This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Thanks for joining us. And before we get started, yeah, we got a super chat in the building. We got Barry Little. Appreciate that. He said for tonight's discussion and the collection plate support. Well, hashtag support independent black male media. So yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So yeah, thank you for watching. Shout out to all of you that are tuning in that could be in other places right now, but you decided to be here. Thank you for that especially. And also shout out to the replay gang. You guys make it happen around this channel too. And check out my shorts. I've been uploading some shorts lately, and you know, um, over 700 views on my last short. So everyone who watched that, I do appreciate it. Also, let me give a shout out in the chat right now. We got Mr. Phil Rad right here, and we got Barry Little says salute, and also already, of course, acknowledged the super chat itself. So, yeah. So we're here right now. So this would be, I would say, an image. I mean, not so. I mean, it was done out of the comedic aspect of sad mentality, but this is where we're at right now with it. And Barack Obama has been getting some attention. Not to say that it's positive attention, because it definitely isn't, but it's it's one of those what the fuck moments. I'm not I'm not too shocked that this happened, but hold on one second. I'm not. Yeah, thank you. I'm not too shocked that this happened because it does seem like these politics are getting kind of desperate, and the desperation seems to be coming from one side of it. Leon 008 was good. Got Leon 008 in the building. Um, yeah. So I mean, Obama plant. I mean, Obama black is, yeah. Obama might be a plant too. You never know, but he's also a former president of the United States. So um, that's what I do. I give former presidents their reverence because presidents, to me, are someone. If you're able to convince millions of people to hit a box with your name on it every 4 years in November, you have accomplished something, whether you win or whether you lose. There's no doubt in that you will be forever famous. Uh, people like Walter Mondale and Michael Dukakis and Jesse Jackson, people who have famously tried and failed. Well, Jesse Jackson didn't make it to a November, of course. I just threw that name out there. Uh, so just anyway, I'll tell you my experiences with Barack Obama. I would say not with him. I've never met the man. I would say real black folks probably have a problem getting close to a man like Barack Obama if he wasn't, campaigning for himself or someone else, because that's the only time we see these people in. This is all that some of us have been trying to say. And when I talk about us, well, since we're the, seem to be the spotlight, on as far as voter demographic, black men, and I would say even just some black men, maybe a very small demographic of black men, whose voice seems to matter now. So that's something that us black men should take into consideration, because we've always had the power to do this. And for most years, most of us have opted not to, and that is for whatever reason. Whether have your viewpoints for reasonings that other black men may be trying to tell you. Like, what I don't understand about the logic that has been on display is why even think in that direction when the vast majority of black men um still support the Democratic Party. The vast majority. The vast majority. It is not a small number. It has never been a small number. Just like the number of black men who are married that actually marry black women. Everybody acts like that's a small number too. No, it's not. It's a huge number. A huge percentage. I believe 86, 87%. But I mean, it's looking that way for the Democratic vote too, which is alarming, because to those types of people, if they don't have 100% of everything, they are dissatisfied. So I'm posing a question: are you black or are you Obama black? And Obama black is, that's just to put it quite simply, in non-ADOS black person. You know. Now, some of you may be thinking Tether. Tether is a slight worse variation, I would say. That they try to they try to play on the emotions of the American black so they can get the same benefits, or try people who look black but try to sneak under that people of color label. You know, let me make this quite clear as it relates to the present day. Kamala Harris is Obama black. But it seems to me like when it comes to certain American black men, that instead of being black or claiming their birthright as black American, because that's just what it is, they want to go with the logic of the other side. So now there are black men with very potent voices out here now. And I'll dare say within the scope of the black manosphere, that have spoken loud enough to get the attention of a former president. And I'm not just saying guys like just in the black manosphere, but when black men espouse our points of view, they are using like code words and buzz terms right now. The newest buzz term that is code for black men speaking, certain viewpoints that are, subpar or antithetical to uh, Kamala Harris. They're starting to call them conservative viewpoints. So there were some guys out here talking about, having these conservative viewpoints, and basically that's what we're already doing as a people. We're already giving the superior position to another race of people. Now, what I mean by that is like when you're discussing something with a black staunch Democrat, and then instead of them saying that, hey, this is your point of view, they'll say some bullshit like that's a white conservative, or a talking point, or you must be for Trump or some shit like that, instead of just you know acknowledging what the actual conversation is. And that does get a bit lame, I would say, because like it makes the average black Democratic voter impossible to talk to. Yeah, like on a sensible level. What's up, Revelator? The spirit of variance was good. Thanks for falling through. So, Obama black. This little image right here, I believe, was sent to me by Southpaw 2K1 about 3 years ago. It was like 3, 4 years ago, because we were already on this. It is the fact that it's like with Barack Obama, is when it comes to the general demographic of black people, it just seems as if he virtue signals, and he just kind of fakes it. Like he'll sing a Negro spiritual every now and again. Just the just it just the he did from 2008 to 2016. He did what we call in 2024 pandering to us. I mean, you even got Young Jeezy. You can call him a trap rapper, a gangster rapper, or whatever, a rapper. He even made a whole song saying my president is black. Every No one had these questions when Barack Obama ran, but by the end of his presidency, we had those questions. Because see, the main thing was, you're telling black people what you can't do. This first time I ever heard anything negative like that caught fire, on reparations. And I mean, like, people can make the claim that they've heard it from Republicans before and all this other stuff, but let's go back as far as 2008 when Barack Obama was asked about the issue of reparations for blacks. He eked out the same answer that Bernie Sanders would years later. We can't do that. It's impossible. Uh, Shoot, let's do it some other ways, like bringing jobs back to your communities, and fixing up your infrastructure, and just helping you out. Just kind of through programs. Just kind of a bullshit answer, because they were just trying to say, well, say it's reparations without saying it's reparations. Something like that. Barack Obama was the first person that I ever heard that spewed that kind of answer, and he still walked into the White House because no one black, including myself, in 2008 cared. No one, nobody cared about Barack Obama not having a black person's position. So what subsequently happened is, um once Barack Obama won, yeah, let me do it to a more serious image, because Magic Johnson is kind of symbolic. I'll get back to that. Once Barack Obama won, it became about just him just winning. I've heard this from several of our people throughout the years. Uh, he didn't need to. He didn't need to do anything else except win. That's all he needed to do was win. And if Kamala, whatever you want to call her, because that's just the way life is. If she walks into the White House, you're gonna have women, and I'm gonna have to label some of you guys this cuck ass, simp ass men. You're gonna say the same thing. All she had to do was get elected. She ain't have to do anything else. It's probably a cope at this point. Uh, I think that some black folks believe that they will never, ever, ever get anything for their vote. So let's just cast some feel good votes with people that look like us. But then here's the funny part: neither one of them motherfuckers look like us. And I'm saying that about a man that was already president, and a woman who may be about to be president. Neither one of them look like us. And there's not only Barack Obama, but there are too many people. Well, I would say, I ain't gonna say not only with Barack Obama, because that lumps them in. But with that being said, with Barack Obama, yeah, people that look like us. And when I say us, black men, that have this attitude, this condescending attitude toward black men during the election season. This has been around for quite some time. It really caught momentum. I think I'm starting to believe with Stacey Abrams, or Simone Sanders, I believe, you know, came first. I mean, things have always, people have taken shots at black men, in the media in the past. I mean, you had Jamel Hill, you had Lizzo, you had Leslie Jones. Yeah, yeah, all of that's true. Yeah, all of them have taken shots at black men. But the many representatives of the Democratic Party, and this era of what many would say woke liberalism, has had it pretty much in for black men. Like you had Simone Sanders talking about black men in our unsolicited opinions when it came to the political climate, because somebody might have listened to a podcast or something, and maybe she called an episode of Anthony Brian Logan or Officer Tatum, or the conservative twins, the Hodge twins or something like that, and believe that they represent all black men. So just start to do this little divide and conquer thing. When I say divide and conquer, start to proceed little lectures, and finger wagging with the words "these black men" or "black men out here," or "we got to talk to the black men." I really hate when people say that, because there's always some condescending bullshit. like that black men don't need to hear. Like we're, and many black men have said this all over social media since Barack Obama said this. Um, we're not children. We're grown ass men. We have the freedom to vote for who we want to vote for, and that is with people like that is what people like Simone Sanders, Brittany Cooper, Tiffany Cross, Barack Obama, people like that don't understand. And I believe by Barack Obama being one of the biggest voices in Black America, yes, Black America, even though he's non ADOS, he's Obama Black. Because that's why we're here. He's one of the biggest voices in Black America today because he was president. My president's Black. Because he said this could have possibly been the one thing that could have hurt the Democratic Party most. The irony of having an Ice Cube gift in the background of this live stream, because he was one that really tried to put the foot on the gas pedal for Black America, and look what we did with that. He went and talked to Trump. Some of you, wow. But all this finger wagging at black men. One thing that I have noticed is how the sentiment is shifting. Like little shield pages, like that used to have all these people on there before that couldn't been from the Democratic Party. You couldn't get them to say anything bad. It's like they believe that Jesus touched the Democratic Party one day and that's who they should go with. Some of them folks are starting to shift a little bit. There's a shift in the mood right now because you know there were already just like I tried to tell y'all earlier. There were already a vast majority of black men that already supported, the Democratic Party and Barack Obama and Kamala Harris. Yes, but it was like a lot of what Barack Obama said. It just sounded very foolish, and like I said, it did more to hurt the Democratic Party than to help it. I mean, it's pitiful at this point. And you're in the month of October, and from what they say about the poll numbers, the honeymoon season is over for Kamala Harris. So if she wins the vote in November and becomes president, it will be because she earned it. But it's like they're trying to. I don't know. I don't know. They're just trying to fuck up this election. They just seriously seem to. And I mean, like, I guess for black men, we have to now really understand our power. And maybe this will shift some of these old cucks and some of these old simps, into a alternative way of thinking. Because this right here, man, I will not be talked down to by anybody, especially a public figure who we expected a lot more from. I don't know if some of y'all understand this. Some of you are still going to go out and vote for the Democratic Party down ballot, and that's your right to. That's your freedom to. I'm not going to hate you or be mad at you because uh, from the way some of you have been talking and how pumped you are for Kamala and all this other stuff is making you guys crazy and deranged. It seriously is. It's like these are people who are supposed to be on the side of blackness, and they talk down to other people because they don't see things like they see them politically. I don't get. I, and it's gotten to the point with me where I just don't even talk anymore about politics to black folks. I mean, I'll come here and I'll try to say something, but it like with regular folks, man, they so crazy about this shit. Like like this is going to determine whether we go back into slavery or not. Like this, it has these consequences. The gravity of the situation is so great. Well, it's just another day. It's another day because whatever we're getting for our vote, I mean, let me know. Let you guys let me. Yeah, it is. This everybody's president bullshit. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're everybody's president. But it seems like me like they have a certain party that knows how to do for a specific group. So black people and especially black men, they have the right to that now in 2024, after all these times vote Democrat, they have a right to be concerned about what's being done with their vote. In fact, you should have been selling your vote in the first place. It make the motherfuckers earn it. But no, some of you did. Oh, we're trying to slow down and stop racism. For real? How's that going? I mean, shit. On the level of feelings, like get the fuck out of here. Hey, Christopher the Conqueror, what's good? Outspoken introvert. I expected nothing. I was off it as soon as he won. Oh, okay. I did. I expected something for my vote. I thought, like, that's why I thought in 2008 that this is why black people were so pumped because we finally had someone that was gonna have our backs. And apparently that wasn't the case. I mean, you call Michael Sam. I mean, he made it a priority to call Michael Sam when he was drafted into the NFL. And then they put a camera on him when he got drafted and when he locked lips with his boyfriend. And Barack Obama made it a priority to call him and say, "Oh, congratulations, and having the courage to be you," and all this other shit. He made that a priority. Not policy for black people. No. So we can start turning things, so-called turning things around in our community. Excuse me. The knockoff version of Calvin Lockhart. Christopher the Conqueror was good. I see Nightish here as well. Was good. Symbols. People in general like symbols. Yeah, symbolism. I just want to feel good. When I say that, when I say I just want to feel good, I'm referencing Jim Clyburn, another staunch Democratic politician. I believe he's a senator. Yeah, North Carolina. He's from South Carolina. When he said on the news, "I don't want anything for my vote." Yeah, he's a representative. Uh, I don't want anything for my vote. I just want to feel good. I was like, okay, well, we shouldn't talk to you anymore about anything. Let's get that motherfucker out of there and let's get somebody in there that, gives a fuck. You would think people would be thinking like that, but no, people just want to feel good. They want their feelings satiated. Like, and just and just like what this man said, this former president, President Obama, as you do call former presidents, you know, it's like I don't get it. Every one of these people have to earn our vote. Every one of them. You're not entitled to it, and you're not going to chastise black men about what we do with our vote when you still have an overwhelming amount of black man support. Period. He did the same thing with Jason Collins. Man, but I don't know, man. I mean, they give such high regard to the president, and this is why they are so adamant about keeping President Trump out of the White House for a second term because of his behaviors and how he has presented himself publicly with the things that he say, and Trump is a panicky old white man. That's what he is. I mean, the whole eating the dogs and the cats thing, it sounded very panicky and weird, even though there might be some truth to it. Hey, hey, but anyway, let me find this real quick. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the audio because that's why we're here. You know. All right, so let me have y'all listen to this real quick. This is Barack Obama. No, maybe I should just put it on the screen. Let me find it on TikTok real quick. I'll put it on the screen. Uh, uh, we'll listen to it that way. Because this is unbelievable. It's like we hear this from these old big back types. We hear this from people who believe that they, I guess they believe, like I said, shaking the finger at black men. This is getting quite out of hand. I mean, like I said, you had Stacey Abrams come out and talk about how black men were being targeted with misinformation and disinformation. Uh, hmm. Man, how they report this crap? They're like, instead of focusing on the fact that, let me show y'all this real quick. Let me share the screen. Because president is supposed to be the president. Let me cut out the music. Pause the music for a second. Uh, let's see. Just want to show y'all this headline real quick. Obama's call out to black men touches a nerve among Democrats. Is election year misogyny at play? Uh, See, this is some of the bullshit that I'm getting tired of. Is like, instead of getting to the heart of the issue with black men, um, that they want to bring in this word right here, misogyny, which, if unless you've been on the Iraq, misogyny is a word, basically is a buzz term that uh describes hatred for women. You you supposedly, because a person has a natural born vagina, you supposedly hate them because of that. So, like I say, instead of getting to the heart of the issue, this is the direction that they're pushing this in. Misogyny. This is misogyny. You you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman. So let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to what Obama had to say. Uh, I'll play it right here, and then I'll find the video, and then I'll play it again. Like, cause it's like audio is one thing. In fact, let me just stop being lazy and just do this. Do it like this. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see.
You're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
Let's see. Hold on. I'll just play it this way. What I'll do is I'll put this image up here, and I'll play the TikTok video so you can hear it. So, thank you guys for being patient with me this evening. That man. See, the only thing a woman should run in the White House is vacuum and water. All right. I'm sure he was being facetious, y'all. But here we go. Let me play this audio real quick. Yeah, this is Barack Obama chastising black men, talking down to black men, being extremely condescending and a bit disingenuous as well, I would say. So uh here we go.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. When you have a choice.
The brothers, when you say the brothers, he means black men. I just want y'all to understand context, because some of us some of us smart ninjas out there try to debunk it like he wasn't directing it toward us. Yes, the fuck he was. And he basically said what I was saying, that people were energized because Barack Obama was something different in 2008, and we just wanted something else besides a white man winning. And as much as we don't want to admit it, Barack Obama's policy had nothing to do with why he got elected, or why or at least why we as a people voted for him. And when I say people, I mean black people. So yeah, we were much more pumped for Barack Obama than we were for Kamala Harris, for a good reason. But I mean, there were some people that didn't support Barack Obama because they already knew what he was about. So
that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles.
How is any of that bullshit true? I mean, my mom didn't. I mean, I had fried chicken, not curry chicken. I mean, what the fuck is he talking about? Told you, Obama black.
And pain and joy that comes from those experiences.
Hey, can y'all hear this? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it.
Was had to work harder and do more and overcome. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons.
That man said overcome. Oh, thank you. Aaron Roca, Barry Little. Okay, we got the ones in the chat. Said Black Lives MAGA. Whatever your political choices is, whatever choice you make and who you vote with, is that Barack Obama in that audio does not realize that the Democrats are not making a strong enough case for a group of for a political party that never had to earn the vote of the people before. They're quite shocked, that they have to earn. There are some black men out here that saying that no, you got to earn our vote. And I mean, like, hey, black men, I salute you.
And excuses. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
See how he just like I said, that this is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It Instead of getting to the heart of the issue as to why black men feel the way we feel, they want to blame sexism and misogyny. Try to put it in this framing that we just don't want a woman to be president. So it's not he tried to do this your mama black bullshit. I don't know if y'all caught that, but now he's trying to say that, hey, now we're being sexist. We don't anything to shame us into just voting for this person just because of who she is and not, what she represents, what she's done in the past, her record, and the policies that she's already put forth as vice president. We're in the frame of thinking Like we had 4 years of Joe Biden already. Therefore, Democrats have been in 4 years. Before that, it was Trump that was in for 4 years. But before that, it was 8 years of Barack Obama. Yeah. The irony. The irony. So
And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody
Trump.
who has a history of denigrating you?
Yes, Trump has a history of denigrating black men, according to uh, President Barack Obama. Well, former President Barack Obama. When one of the first speeches Barack Obama made as president is that these black men need to be in the home. They need to be there for their children without taking jack shit into consideration. Yeah, Barack Obama identifies as a feminist. So does Bernie Sanders. So does all the black men who seem to want to vote Democrat, including Roland Martin. They identify as feminist. That's why they're always trying to shift the conversation to victimhood for, you know, he wasn't elected when he made that speech. Oh, okay. Shit. I stand corrected. I thought it was like during the beginning of his presidency. I mean, but that's something that I should have known. So uh thank you. That's why we have intelligent people in our chat. Thank you, outspoken introvert. Uh but who the fuck does he think he's talking to? Like I said, with all due reverence and respect, it was on Father's Day 2008. Yeah. Oh, okay. The exact wrong fucking time and day to do that shit. Seeing that the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, has since then debunked that. Which, whenever a black man says this, uh, that the CDC says that black fathers are definitely the most involved. Who puts up the most resistance and gives the most pushback? Black people. I know a lot of you are going to get, well, black women. Yeah, black women. Is almost guaranteed if you say that around a black woman, she'll roll her eyes and give pushback. And I mean, like, yeah, I mean, whatever. You can say what you want. You can say that's misogyny and all the other shit.
Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what being a man is?
Oh, boy. That was so cringy. You think that's because it was a sign of strength? Oh, because you think that's what being a man is? That was so fucking cringy to say that. I'm a man. I'm not gonna vote for Kamala. That's what he wants in these people's head. That I'm a man. It's a sign of strength. I want to support Donald Trump. That's what he wants people to think. Yep. Black women and son husbands. Yep. Exactly. They don't want to make mama mad. Shoot, these guys right here. These your mama black guy. Oh man. Andre 420. Yeah, I'm gonna drop. Yeah. Andre 420 is Canadian. So I mean, I'm not gonna say like you know there's something wrong with foreign blacks. That's not what I'm saying at all. So before we get that idea, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you are not American born, you are Obama black. But, I'm not trying to negate your blackness or your black experience. It's just that, it's just that American born black men have seen to made this decision that they want to go with the people of color rather than, being in America like Mr. Magic Johnson here. Magic Johnson, we saw what he said, you know. another one of these old black men. Oh well, we got to talk to our brothers. We got to talk to black men. Let me see if I can find my short on that so I can play it for you. Like I said, like I was saying about the short earlier, thanks for the support on that. I got over 700 views on it. Let's see. And I like to do my shorts in a way that makes it unique to this channel. I mean, yeah, I'm up to 745 views on that. Let's see. Mm-hmm. It's okay. All right, so here we go. All right. So my channel of shorts. So okay, that finally got over 100 views. All righty. So I call this one Magic Johnson SMH. Let's listen to what Magic Johnson had to say at a rally in support of Kamala Harris.
There's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other
Already on some bullshit.
people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one.
What the hell makes these people thinking that black men aren't voting? Maybe there's a few guys on social media that said that I'm voting for the couch. There's a few guys, and like I said, I'm not gonna hate you if you do. I'm not one of these black people that are gonna, oh man, but so many people died for our vote, because then that's proceeded with this bullshit that Magic Johnson is about to say.
Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver.
I mean, said the black community. Well, he didn't say black community. He said black community. I mean, and what did Trump promise? Like, what did Trump promise the black community that he did not deliver? I don't remember him being like. I don't remember him having this list of promises. I mean,
Trump didn't actually promise anything. He was like, "What do you got to lose? You're not getting anything from the other side."
Yeah. He did say that. I remember that. He said, "Black people, what do you got to lose?" And a lot of people like, "Oh, well, he's saying that black people ain't got nothing." You got, every time you even say the word black people with some folks, it's just, it's like the end of the goddamn world. We are such a feelings people, and it's just, but I don't get it. But let me play the rest of this real quick. It's gonna take a few seconds.
And we got to make sure we help black men understand that.
Help black men understand. What do we need to understand? You better vote Democrat.
So that's why
Exactly.
I make sure I help black men understand. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Had that image right there.
Yeah, actually, I was in certain spaces, and I was talking about Barack Biden and Barack Obama.
Oh, Barack Obama. Oh yeah, that was one of the things I used to see on Facebook all the time. I used to piss the black Democrats off. They don't even talk to me anymore. They don't.
I was saying Barack Obama and Barack Biden.
Yeah, I said Barack Obama because like when you see news reports of black folks dancing in the streets when Biden got elected, I mean, I started to ask questions like, what did Trump do that was so bad for black people? I asked that question, I never get an answer. I never ever get an answer.
Like, the problem that I have is like Obama, when he came up there, like he didn't say anything about like what is going to be done for black people. He was just like, vote for Kamala, she's black.
That's what they keep saying. Like she vote for because she black. I'm gonna vote for because she a black woman. You talking about this Kamala right here? This one right here.
What I thought was so sad about this whole scenario was like, like in the space we're supposed to hate black women, like black women are evil and stuff, and like there was a lot of black women that was responding to me. They were like, yeah, I'm a black woman. I'm not voting for Kamala either. I was surprised to see that because, like, black women are evil.
I wouldn't go as far to say black women are evil. Black women co-sign with a lot of bullshit just because somebody has a vagina. which I'm not going to pretend like that doesn't exist. And I mean, and if you pretend, I mean, if anybody pretends like it exists, you might have that simp chip in you or something like that. But like it's like we're supposed to be all in for her because based on her ethnicity, and look at who she's all in for. And I will never stop saying this. No. It's like I don't like the fact that I have to sit here as a black man and fight to prove that I'm black, and we're just handing out black cards. Shoot. But yeah. But what do you think about, I mean, Andre, when you hear, I mean, like I said, I know that you're in Canada and you don't vote, but on the outside looking in, what would you think if you had a politician chastising black men to get out there and vote for, our party just because you know, just because it's us?
Well, I would think that they're fucking retarded because you should be focused on you should be focusing on the whole population rather than like this would be the minority of the population. Like that's a dumb argument to make.
Well, but but I mean, I understand you're saying that, but where a lot of black men are coming from is the fact that we've seen policies written specifically for other groups, and we just haven't seen the same kind of production for black people. And black
Well,
people in America have gone all in for the Democrat for a
well,
number of election
well,
cycles.
like
And and
the
there are
argument that
some
I have
black
is
men that are like, hey, since black men are the subject,
well,
we're saying that some of us ain't exactly,
well,
you know,
like the argument that I have is like Kamala said that like she specifically said that she's not gonna do anything for black people. She specifically said that she's not gonna do anything for black people, and Trump said that what do you have to lose? And
Trump
like a lot,
also eh,
like even
Trump
if you vote
also
third
said in
party,
his, let me say this. Trump also said in his victory speech when he won the primary in 2016, he said, "We're going to do a lot for black people because they've been mistreated for so long." That's an actual statement.
I actually heard
So
that
you
Trump.
got
I
you got Trump saying we're going to help out black people specifically in 2016,
I actually
and
heard
you
that
got
Trump did.
someone that Kamala Harris. The video is all over the fucking place that said that she was not going to do anything specifically for black people. Why should we? It
Well,
like Biden, first two policies he signs, one for Asians, one for uh LGBT, transgender, boys can play sports with girls. That's what the policy was. They called it one of the
well,
most progressive policies signed for LGBT people. If you can
well,
do
well,
stuff specifically for other groups, Ukraine, you can do some stuff specifically for black folks. I'm sorry.
like
It can happen.
also, well, Kev, to what you just said, like add Israel to that, like not just Ukraine, it's Israel as well. But like, yeah, I did hear Kamala say that she's not going to do anything specifically for black people, and
Yeah.
Trump said that like Trump said that uh, fuck, sorry, I'm fucking up the quote right now. My apologies.
No, no,
But
no. Go ahead. Patience. We got patience here.
well, Trump like he's not for or against either side, but Trump was like sorry, like what I was thinking of. Trump was like, what do you have to lose? I never told you I was going to promise you anything. I never told you that I was going to take anything away. So right.
I thought he said it more in the framing of, you haven't gotten anything up to this point. What do you got to lose by trying something different? I thought he was more so speaking in that framing.
Yeah, that's what he said. It was like, what do you have to lose? Like I butchered the quote, but that's what he's saying is, what do you have to lose?
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Ken seeing red was good. Was good. Good for you to come through. said he expanded the funding for those HBCUs that they love so much. Also, from what I see, they said the Biden administration also put some money in the HBCUs. He said that, and oh yeah, this is oh, they did this as a way of trying to shift the vote to them because they did that this year. Um, they said May 16th. There's a fact sheet from WH.gov. It says Biden Harris announces administration announces record over 16 billion in support for historically black colleges and universities. So that's a positive. I mean, if we want to say things in the way of looking for tangibles, but he cut the proposal. I think he cut Trump's. Let me see, Trump HBCU. Let me look that up. I just want to make sure that I have somewhat of an accurate.
Kev,
Uh,
like, what do you think about like Obama coming out recently? He's talking about like he was trying to save black men. He was like, you should be voting for Kamala. It's like Kamala's not offering anything, so why should they do this?
yeah. That's the heart. That's the heart of the issue. I mean, the fact that she already put it out there that she wasn't going to do anything specifically for blacks. I mean, if we want to call HBCU something specifically for blacks, fine. But there are a couple of arguments out there to debunk that because, yeah. Let me see. Because I don't want to get up here and say something foolish, but other ethnicities seem to kind of benefit a lot from HBCUs. If anyone could help me expand on that in the chat,
I've been saying for a while, it's like Kamala ain't black.
she ain't. Why?
Like,
You got black men, American black men, who have to fight for their blackness every day because we are we get the stink eye from our own people based on shit that's being said in the media.
I've been
And
saying this for the longest, and I've been saying this across multiple platforms. Like Kamala's not black. Like her dad might be Jamaican, but he's Indian Jamaican, and Indians are actually the most racist.
hey man, but did you see
Like,
that? Did you see that hair though? He had an afro back in the day, man. He had an afro.
like,
I mean, had
like
an afro with a
Indians.
George Jefferson mustache.
Well, Indians are actually really racist, like amongst like black people.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. And that's the narrative they want to suppress. Like they want to be closer to whiteness. Like this is what I don't get about our DEI mentality over here in America. A lot of us, and when I say us blacks, we can go to other countries and do shit. They ain't gonna say DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. They're not gonna say that, but they can come over here in America and get a spot ahead of yours as a black man. Oh, we got Ray Hummer in the building. What's good? If your grandma say she black, then she black. Enough.
Well,
Oh man, that's what it is, man. They scared of mama. They scared of grandmama, man. They don't want to make mama
well,
mad.
well, peace and homie Ray, and actually Kev, we got to talk about like this, like the McMahon documentary. I hope that you watch that. Like, we got to
Yeah, I
talk about
watched it.
this.
I watched McMahon.
Yeah, we got to
See,
talk about that.
nothing in that documentary surprised me whatsoever. Nothing in it. Nothing in it did because I'm a wrestling insider. I'm one of those insider fans. I've watched a lot of shoot interviews. I read a lot of dirt sheets. I know a lot about behind the scenes, not just the it's fake aspect. No, that as far as reality, that is a very real sport. I mean,
Well,
guys have beat up and destroyed their bodies doing it. You can't do that doing something fake.
Well,
The,
Kev, like for me, like wrestling was popular during the Attitude Era, but like I was around like when Andre the Giant, like that was like one of the first few people that I can remember. It's like Andre the Giant, and you know,
yeah, well,
he
Andre the
was also
Giant is
like super
golden
good.
era.
Well, also like
Andre the Giant is golden era. Andre the Giant was dead before the Attitude Era kicked off. But
yeah,
yeah,
like people still call me that to this day, and it's like, bruh.
yeah,
But
Andre the Giant had an afro too. Said that paint
yeah,
on the Boondocks. Okay,
um,
well, so we're
well,
we're debunking the whole afro thing. Um,
well, Mankind was also one of my favorite wrestlers.
oh yeah, yeah, Mick Foley, yeah, yeah, that
Well,
guy who was
was
thrown off the top of
no,
that cage.
it was Mr. Socko.
Oh, Mr. Sacco, that was pretty gross. Pull a sock out of your pants and shove it in somebody's mouth. Yeah, that's yeah,
Yeah, he was wild with that shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But my all time favorites probably is The Rock and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has been one of my favorites recently too. Cause I mean, like they got this show that comes on the CW. Well, it was on USA, now it's on the CW. It's named NXT. And like, you can say whatever you want to about wrestling, but it's like if you looked at the selection of women that they got competing, yeah, that's enough to watch it. Like women's wrestlers have never looked that good. And like they got some on their main roster too. The women are in shape, they're beautiful, and they do some wild shit in that ring. Shoot, Ray Hummer with a genius idea. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Shit. We talking about are you black or are you Obama black? You know, we kind of segued into McMahon. Yeah, McMahon is a monster. Yeah, he's a monster. He was larger than life. He's one of the guys with like a god complex. Um, yeah, and I have to give my brutally honest opinion about the McMahon documentary. I don't think they did enough. Like, I mean, even in light of the recent allegations, because they say they filmed it. I think they said they filmed it in 2021 or 2022 or something like that. And then when the allegations came to the surface, he cut all like he cut the Netflix interview short, but they were able to get 6 episodes out of it. Uh, but people felt as if they should have went more in depth with the Janelle Grant allegations, or at least tried to make an attempt to. I don't know if that's how production works. I mean, I know they have certain deadlines, but yeah, McMahon is a huge creep, and when we think of creeps, guess who we're talking about? We're talking about Diddy. So,
Well, I've actually said that like McMahon is worse than Diddy. Like,
yeah, he is.
well, Diddy like had like some stuff that technically would be worse than McMahon when we're talking about like deletions and stuff like that. But you never know what happened with McMahon because he's worth more than Diddy. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah. He's worth more than Diddy. You know, he has used his money for quite a bit, hiring women and passing them around to wrestlers and shit. Like, we got this guy coming to town. We want to make him happy. Go suck his dick or something. That was the kind of thing McMahon was on. He also had a female referee back in the '80s. Basically, took her to the limo and forced himself on her. For I mean, what I'm about to say. If you are any type of viewer in the replay gang and you gone through something, this might, what we're talking about might trigger you. So, I mean, that's just an express warning, to such. I just don't want, to destroy anybody mentally by bringing this up. But I mean, yeah, and man, if let's put it to you like this: if Vince McMahon were black, they would have him locked up in shackles, saying, they would do him like they did Bill Cosby, talk about how dangerous he was, and he shouldn't be around people in the general public and especially around women. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, let's get back on. Say, are you black or are you Obama black? Like I said, really being Obama black, which is basically a non-ADOS black person, that doesn't think I don't think you're less of a black person for it. I don't think you are. It's just the fact that, you know, I guess the narrative of representation was pushed so much that we as black men had to examine our own representation. And by the actions and political plays of the Democratic Party, the party of Obama, by the way, we just don't see, as it as being advantageous to your average American black man citizen. I mean, I would say that really, it really isn't advantageous to the black woman either. They just be getting kudos and, getting, fist bumps for being down with their team. So, they they're,
Uh,
we're the ones that are suggested that we should get in line with them to vote how they are voting. And let me flip back to this screen right here because I'm gonna poke fun at Roland Martin for the foreseeable future because he
well,
wore that shirt. Because you're
well,
sending the
Kev,
message that black men are too incompetent to think for ourselves. Go ahead, Andre.
yeah, just real quick, because I was watching I was watching like ABL shit earlier, right? And he was talking about like the well, he was covering like Obama's speech, and like Obama was like, just because you have cousin Pookie and whatever, and this dude like he was showing like Pookie's
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
support Trump.
I meant to point that out when I was listening to the audio when he said something about cousin Pookie. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Because like once he said cousin Pookie, I was like, okay, like look at all these videos of these so-called Pookies that support Trump.
Yeah, yeah, because it's the Pookies. Like,
Well,
but going back to what he also said, like that's somehow some type of assertion of manhood to vote against Kamala, which would, like I said, that was very fucking cringy because it still, the fact remains, most black men who are registered to vote still support the Democratic Party,
what
and
what what I thought was interesting is that like a lot of these Pookies, they were in Chicago, and I'm sure you know that like a lot of these illegal migrants went to Chicago.
uh,
So
uh,
it
okay.
was rather interesting to see like these so-called Pookies saying that like they support Trump now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, yeah. That's. I mean there's a lot of social media banter and reports. I mean, he was right about that, but he was really tone deaf to why. He didn't want to say it. He didn't want to say it's because illegals are over here and they're getting checks for it or, something like that. When there have been discriminatory bank practices in the past for, black men, especially who have wanted to start businesses, you know,
Uh, well, Kev, like you said, checks. I heard they're getting magic money cards.
oh, money card. Okay. Well, yeah,
Magic money.
they're getting some form
Well,
of monetary support. And for a
yeah,
government that said that they didn't have anything to give black people as far as reparations, you
well,
got these people coming in and they're just getting stuff. Like, after you said, and like I said, after you said you can't do nothing for black folks. So I don't blame activists like Tyrone Muhammad. For those of you who remember who he is, I don't blame him for saying some of the things that he says. I don't. It's ridiculous. And then this mainstream media we got is putting out the narrative like we just hating on immigrants. We hating on immigrants. Hey, Chaos Rain, you ain't said shit, bro. Chaos Rain, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, man. What's good, man? Any thoughts on what's being said so far?
What's good? You know,
Chaos rarely says shit. What's good, fam?
Yeah, what's good? You know, this last ditch effort is astounding, in my opinion. You know, I said this before, Kevin, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I think the only thing that's going to make this country go in flames if they rig this election. Because there's no way now that this is possible. She ain't going to jump from being favored, all the way favored, that she's going to walk slowly into the White House. Honestly, they said, we put you in office. The Electoral College said, we're going to put you in office. We don't care about it. F the people. That's how it might possibly play out. Besides everything else, she doesn't qualify. And having these no good old niggas, Democrats, trying to convince wherever the population of black people in America to give that what they call push is not going to help. And then you need other groups of people to really favor Kamal at this point. And right now, it doesn't seem like most people from other states said they're not comfortable putting this chick in. She's going to run the same program that was already laid out from the last administration, which she was a part of. She's not going to bring nothing new. She's not going to stop anything. She's going to run like a script. That's all.
Like Chaos Rain, man. She's already there, man. What more? Like they were all, whatever their goals was for that administration is already in place. What else is she fixing? What up, Blue Marvel 9?
She's not fixing nothing, and not only she fixed something. If people forgot, and I remember closely, that's why people got amnesia in the last 5 years. They tried to push her in front back in 2019, and she get no traction, so she had to drop out. And what they call Biden got selected. They told him directly, "You need to put her in as VP, so eventually we could probably sneak her in this White House." This is scripted, bro. There's nothing that people should be astonished at this point.
No.
They're giving us a nigga president, a male one, that's coming chastising black folks, telling us that she has your struggles. No, this chick was raised predominantly in Canada. How I took a trip in Canada.
Yeah, I told you, man. I don't remember growing up. I grew up eating fried chicken, not curry chicken.
And here's the funny thing: she gives away herself constantly every time she goes on these panels, on these little interviews. You ever notice years ago when they notice how she conducts the few interviews she's a part of, from the Breakfast Club and etc. with black folks, she gives herself away by telling some errors and lies about her past and what she knows and what she likes. You're Indian. You don't wash greens on no tub. You don't listen to Tupac back in the early 80s.
Well, we know why she did that, though. We know why she did that. She did that to pander to lower thinking blacks who are just going to give that vote up anyway. But now they're panicking more than ever.
And think about this. Barack Obama was in front of, I don't know who, a few black men were sitting that day when he was sitting there giving a little weak lecture about she experienced the same thing you do, all this. She went from the same, what do you call it, black college. No, you don't get kudos for going to so-called black schools and you don't be around black people, period. The only thing we know about your track record is what you did when you were prosecuted in California, who you were associated. You were associated with Willie Brown. Only image we see pictures of you dressing scantily with this dude, with this nigga. And then once you got a certain leverage, you're pushed into some parts of law enforcement to a degree. And after you serve maybe a few years, maybe a decade, now they push you into politics. And after politics, it's the next step is now we got this Negro in office. We're gonna run the same gamut with you. We're gonna pose you as black for the majority, and most people in America don't believe you're black, don't know black, don't think you are or anything. And obviously, the white public don't really like her like that. Even the Indians that when they asked them, they said they don't like her because she's following the same script of deleting people overseas. So she's not bringing nothing new. A lot of people say when she said she's gonna give this, let me tell you, if she gets in there, you're not gonna hear Pete what she's gonna do for the next 4 years. You're not gonna see no change. You're gonna probably see some things that probably gonna hurt you more than anything else that benefit you.
Man, let me tell y'all something. I have I said this before. I was watching the African Diaspora Network the other day, and Phil Scott, used to call it the Advice Show. And Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris are already talking about that they want to censor podcast.
I mean, they can do that. I mean, that's cool. Let them if they think that's going.
I'm not with any censorship of any kind, though. That you know what that's taught. You know what that is, because it's like lately the narrative have been targeted Black Men podcast.
I understand it, but this is my thing, Kevin. They could do what the fuck they want to do. At the end of the day, when people see the truth of this, they could sit there quiet as much Black podcast, especially male, as to hide their bullshit. And then the Black male's gonna do what the fuck they need as necessary. They're gonna put the message whatever. If it's not on YouTube, they're gonna find some other outlets. It is period. Let me tell you something. They have. I heard stories. Another bitch is doing live streams right now that was kicked off months ago, and they said she back in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because I said the shit. You know why? It's because by the rules of YouTube, you made me money. We'll let it slide. Just come back and just don't put out that shit where people notice that we have to not step in. White women don't like what you're doing. White women don't like that you talking about doing this in front of popular people. We're trying to get babies. We want to get rid of babies. So you can come back into our website, but chill out with that shit. Everybody said all the male podcasts that talk some less, some no, you don't see them come back. You see them move on to other websites. Which a lot of Black males, if you get kicked out, you better find your Black ass back over here. Fuck that shit. Your voice need to be fucking heard. Now, I don't want to cuss, but I'm getting very angry right now because when I'm hearing things, what they gonna do. If you're gonna do it to hide and continue your deception, go ahead. At the end of the day, you might win this little small fight, but the war is never over. And I think, and be honest with you, Kevin, I think most Black men, when it gets tight, they're gonna give up. I have a good feeling.
Black men giving up? No, we don't want Black men to give up, man.
No, I have a real feeling that if the pressure gets real hard to some of the niggas, they're just gonna call quits. I have a feeling. I have a good feeling, bro. And I don't want to say this, but I gotta be honest. If you haven't feel real pressure yet, you haven't seen shit yet, gentlemen. I heard before I came onto YouTube that I said this is nothing new. This has happened since I started doing podcasting on the free conference blog talk areas a few years back before I started doing YouTube. I've been hearing stories about the men that were here and they were gone, and some fought and still stayed, and some gone. All I know is that if you think it's worse now, it ain't gonna get any easier. Period. And you know why? Because women don't change the environment. Men do. Do you hear me? Our voice has more. So, and please do not put the person's name in the chat room. I don't know why you did that. Why you did that? We don't want to give.
I mean, he's on the panel. He can answer that for you.
No, but see, one thing we're going to stop doing, because you don't see him giving no advertising us. Why we give advertising to these type of certain people? I don't understand. I understand people say they want to because we don't want to say names, and I understand. But let's be honest, there's no free advertisement over here, unless it's allowed. Let's be honest, Kevin.
I mean, I don't care. Like, you know, people are gonna make the choice to watch this program for who I am anyway.
Yeah.
If that's the case. I mean, like, I don't want to give people free advertisement or whatever, but I mean, if she's back up here and she's back on the platform, then it only proves what black men have been saying this entire time, that we get censored for way less than what she gets censored for. She was preaching a genocidal act. This is why we're mad at people like Donald Trump, because he's supposedly this xenophobe or something like that. But you know, people like that get to be up here. Like, you know, and here's what I'm saying. If she can do it, any black man should be able to do it as well. But they're going, like, the fact that they keep going for trying to censor us and to shut us up, I believe is an issue that is worth visiting, because we as black men, we have always acted like kind of docile in the past. Like, you know, yeah. Andre, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. You know, we display less spine than most. And it not all of us, because I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. You know, I'm gonna do that, but it's just like these black men who like have come forward and they want to chastise black men on behalf of a non-black candidate, and then try to sit up there and chalk it up to sexism and misogyny, and somehow it's bad for us to want to be men. And I mean, this climate has become so like not for us. My recommendation to black men is to just seek your own interest from now on and screw the Democrats. This is what I will push, because I'm sick of this shit. It's like black men have been loyal for so long to to all of this. And what do we get for it? We get chastised and talked down to like kids by a political party that is afraid of losing our vote, a vote they have done nothing for. Period. So black men is our move now. You know, it's not to say that, you know, we have to prove anything to people who say that we are conquered, weak, and defeated or whatever. Not that we have to prove anything to those people. Not that, because it's like once I see that, uh, the thing is, I understand that there is some truth to it. There's some truth to it. Like, you know, you got Irvin Magic Johnson, instead of like this is the problem I have with a lot of these black men with these platforms. It's like, it's why don't you just talk to a black man to see what our point of view is, and try not to pick the idiot, because you know that's what a lot of these people do. They'll give an idiot a platform, and their platform, to speak extremism, and then you know it makes the whole entire message look bad. No, talk to an actual smart, intelligent, well-to-do black man that is used to having these kinds of debates. You got several of them, you know, that can explain it in such a way that would suggest that, hey, you know what, maybe these black men have a point. But no, y'all don't want to do that. You just want our undying loyalty. You want us to be the sheep that you guys are. Shoot, these people are trying to get rich off of your decision making. Like Barack Obama became a very successful billionaire, become being a president, very successful, and Kamala Harris wants to be the same way. They're all in the same club. They're a bunch of goddamn celebrities that have pulled the wool over your eyes. And now that some of us black men have figured that out, they want to wag the finger at us and talk to us like we're some fucking fifth graders. So, hey, since they're wagging the finger at you, you stick up the middle finger to them. I mean, if of course, if you have the balls to do it, or you're going to be like somebody like a DL Hughley. Uh, it's, what's wrong with black men? Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm so sick of that crap. I've been sick of it, actually. And this is a play that they've been making for years. It's now you're seeing the side effects of it. Black men, keep speaking. Your voice is very powerful. You have power beyond what you realize. And I'm sorry to say this, your mother didn't want you to know that. And in many cases, your father too. So, Black Pearl. Andre said, I'm almost done with the Black Manosphere. I'm trying to get it to the Geek Sphere. Hey, man, look. I'm thinking about a content shift on this channel. I mean, I look, I understand that we have many problems in our community. We have many problems with the opposite gender. But, you know, though, like a lot of these problems are easier and less complex than a lot of people believe. I think at this point, due to our, you know, plethora of knowledge that we've espoused, I think that we have enough information to move about in our lives in the most intelligent way. To keep having the conversation is going to give rise to an issue that maybe you're having. Now, there's not, like I said, there's never anything wrong with having a conversation. It's the way you're going to approach this conversation, and you're going to have to ask yourself, have you had this conversation enough? And from my point of view, our people are fucked mentally. So, yes, we are. How many men are willing to put up that middle finger? Not very many. I can say I've already done it. I have done it several times, and I've done it proudly. But some men just won't do it. They'll rather give the middle finger to me to defend a group of people or a political party that does not have their best interests in mind. You know, and that's some sad shit to see. So, black men, because you keep getting chastised for what fucking reason, I don't know, you should be putting up both of your middle fingers. You should be. But hey, that's your choice, buddy. If you want to continue to kowtow and say no, we's not like that. We loves the Democrat. If you want to continue to be like that, that is fine. But if the Democrats haven't lost my support before, that little shit Barack Obama just pulled, definitely did it. So if you are a black man in America, and you know it's been stated that we are weak in general, which does appear to be that way. You know, what choice are you gonna make? Are you gonna be black or you gonna be Obama black? Because it seems to me you want to make a choice, you know, to align with the famous nigga that talks down to you. So there. Anything else, fellas? Andre, Chaos, because I'm about to shut it down.
Like I said, hold on. Like I said before, and like I said, I don't promote and say names because it's irrelevant at this point. But I know people like to say names and we should all use our intelligence. When you keep saying these names to people, you're giving free advertisement. I remember
that issue is dead.
Yeah,
that issue is dead. And look at the level of viewership. I don't think that this is advertising. I think we speak very real over here. So so let's not sugarcoat shit.
Okay.
Like, I get it. You know, people like Cynthia G is always going to have a platform. You know, as long as there is WS and as long as it's bullshit like what we just discussed, people like that will always have a platform to say whatever the fuck they want to say to black men. But they're going to act like black men can't say nothing back. And the saddest part is that most niggas won't fight for it. That I've always stated in the past. That's why I'm up here, to reinforce the voice and the backbone and the strength of black men. But no, most of us don't want that. Okay. No, we just want to sit up here, wham this, wham that.
You're right.
Little Rock 2517. Andre, you're up on this panel. For real, what white folks? Are we doing this just pearly things crap again?
Blacks invent this space, but let it get taken by white. Yeah, like I said, you know that's.
I mean, where's that coming from? I mean, I get.
I don't know where that's coming from. That's some weird stuff.
I mean, I'm not chastising Andre. I'm just saying, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Pearl again? Or what white folks? I mean,
I know.
Hey, but anyway, what's good, man? But I'm about to shut this down. I mean, I'm about to shut this down. I mean, because see, you know, I mean, from the beginning if you know the history. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have some hint of what you're talking about, but as far as present day, um, what my thing is that the spaces that I'm going to focus on is the space that involved directly with this YouTube channel. And yeah, excuse me, there is a content shift that might be coming for this channel because I believe due to a bunch of my past live streams, I've focused on this enough. I don't believe our people want it bad enough. I don't think we want to heal bad enough. I don't think that we want to solve the problem bad enough. We want somebody, and like we want somebody. Let me see if I still got that image. Oh fuck! Did I get rid of that image? No, I didn't. We want this guy to fix it. We want somebody to look like him to fix it. We don't have enough belief in ourselves to do it, or the spine, or the testicular fortitude. That's why I stopped caring about what bitch made and then just say LOL. Yeah, but let me see. Anyway, we're done here. Yeah. That's it. Thanks guys for sharing in this with me once again. For the super chat from Barry Little, that is much appreciated. Thank you for your support of Black Man Media and supporting someone who definitely has you guys back. I mean, if anybody's on the black man side, it's me. But we got some real deal issues, and if Barack Obama, who is non ADOS, is any reflection of that, we're fucked. So just giving you guys a little bit more to think about. So this is it. This is Kev. Long live the habitual line steppers. Don't give up, black man. Even though many of you have. Just eke it out just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, for your boy. All right. See y'all at the smoke show. Peace.